Hi! While Season 2 of Chapter 5 is just around the corner, there are more and more leaks and new information coming out. So today we're going to talk about Season 2 of Chapter 5. What it's going to be like in general, what its theme is, what new items there will be, and so on. There's going to be a lot of content today, so have a seat and we're off to a new video. Well, let's start with the themes for the next season. Back at the very beginning of this season, the tag Aiga was leaked, which was present in some bosses and animations. What does this Aiga tag mean? From the ancient Greek, the word Aiga translates to family. And based on the fact that Aiga has a translation only from ancient Greek, many people immediately began to claim that the theme of the next season will be ancient Greece. But what if I told you that's not the case? Let's do a little analysis. FORTNITE already has 5 chapters, each with at least 4 seasons. In Chapter 2 in Season 2, there was a confrontation between a shadow and a ghost. In Chapter 3 in Season 2, there was a confrontation between the Seven and the Imagined Order. In the 4th chapter in the 2nd season, there was a confrontation between the inhabitants of the island and those who came with the buildings from the portals that opened. Have you noticed a tendency that in every chapter, except the first, the theme in the 2nd season is confrontation between someone and someone else? I won't deny that the theme is somehow related to ancient Greece, but it won't be all about it. In short, if you dive into ancient Greek mythology, the gods had their own children, the Titans. The Titans at some point decided to rebel against their parents, and the leader was Atlanteus. Taking into account that soon it is the hand of Atlantean will appear from the earth, then in the new season the theme will be the confrontation of gods and titans. Next, let's touch on the plot a bit, based on what we have. The first is the opening of Pandora's box. It seems that since Pandora's box will appear specifically with the Titan arm, the gods will come to the island to stop them. Also, we know about the return of Midas. If this is the first time you're hearing about it, watch the clip in the tooltip on the top right. Midas is originally a king from the myths of ancient Greece. Perhaps he'll return in some new character, but I don't think he'll be the main face of next season. Midas will most likely run his own game, which is pretty much his style. Let's remember the same 2nd season of the 2nd chapter, where he started a distracting game of spies, and himself in parallel was engaged in the Devis. Now, it is worth talking about new chips and mechanics that may be in the 2nd season. The first is the appearance of bosses at certain times. What does that mean? The game has an animation of someone's appearance with lightning, and given the theme of the season, it's most likely Zeus. Perhaps new bosses will appear with some sort of storm circle, such as the 2nd one. Also, Epic Games back in the distant 2022 tested the mechanics of the new air transportation. At first we didn't understand what it was, but now there's speculation that it's a griffin. Given the word description from Mark Rain, wings, it's likely that the new transport will be a griffin. Now let's talk about the events. After the news of the new mini-event with the hand broke, a YouTuber wrote to an Epic employee saying that he didn't like it when things like this were leaked, and that he wished there were no more leaks like this. To which the Epic employee replied, "I'm working on it." If Epic Games after all this time have taken up a new system of encryption of events, it seems that there will be a lot more of them in the new season. Also, I just want to remind you that the first season of Chapter 5 was created by Donald Mustard, Epic's old creative director, and Epic Games' new creative director Charlie Wen worked on the God of War series. So next season's theme is something he's definitely good at. Also, on top of that, if you do the analytics, it's always, in every chapter, the 2nd season that has the most content. Because in the first one, even though it adds a new map and new mechanics, it usually comes out on New Year's Day when Epic employees go on vacation. The 3rd seasons are usually released in the summer, when the main audience of the game goes on vacation or does something else besides playing games. The 4th season is when the plot starts to move, but honestly, the last few chapters weren't that interesting. But the 2nd seasons, they come out at the beginning of the year, when everyone has a chance to play or work, so they get the most intense. I have big bets on the next season if you have too, then put a like and subscribe. See you soon!